gonna start off with the fundamentals of the rope. So first off, there's a little loop right here. This is called the hondu. It's a knot, so that your rope will feed through that hondu. The big part right here, this is your loop. My rope is a little bit kinked. I roped a cow with it 2 days ago, so it's a little bit kinked up, but got a big loop. And then there's a distance in between the hondu and where I actually hold. A lot of people, you'll see they'll start and they'll try and hold it like this. Well, you don't have much control. So you want to have what we call the spoke. So your spoke is your distance between your hondu and your hand where you actually hold. And then in between your hands, this distance right here is called your slack. These are your coils, and that's the tail. So to start swinging a rope, you actually want to start, I'm going to put this over here for a second. When you actually start swinging your rope, you want to look through your rope like this. So you're going to turn your hand over and you're going to look through your rope at the object that you're roping. So right now I'm looking at the camera. I'm going to swing it like this. I'm just going to work on this motion right here. Boom. And then I'm going to let that rope swing around the back of my head. I'm going to grab a new rope. Oh, nice. Got a little bit newer rope. First off, so when I start to swing the rope, I'm going to bring it across here. So I look through the rope here, and then I let it come around my back of my head. So at first it's going to feel a little bit awkward, especially when you're trying to do it slow. So you're going to bring it across, look through it, and then let it come around the back of your head. You're not going to really force this. You're just going to kind of let it come around. When you bring your hand around, you let your wrist really twist around with it, and try to keep your palm facing forward. A little tip on how to hold your rope. I start and I take the strand that goes through your hondu, this one right here. I like to hold it on the right side. Let's see if you can see this. I like to hold it on the right side of the strand that's connected to the hondu, just so that I can get a little bit more feel, and it helps that rope slide through. Oh, never mind, I'm a rookie. It helps the rope slide through my hand a little bit more. If you're just starting out, don't worry. Practice will get you there. So say for example, I have a rope and dummy. You can have a rope and dummy. You can have your little brother, your sister, hay bale, whatever you want. Get a bucket, whatever you have. But I'm going to take this rope, and I like to stand a little ways back, about the length of the cow, and a little bit off to the right. It's just a little bit easier to get that practice down when you're chasing the cow through the trees, or if you're in a rodeo. You kind of want to be in this position. So right here, I'm going to start swinging the rope, and remember, I'm going to be looking through my loop at the back of that cow's head, or wherever I'm aiming, whatever I'm trying to rope. If it's my little brother, I'm going to be looking through the loop and looking at my little brother. So then when I release, when I get to the point where my hand comes forward right here, instead of holding on to it, when we get there, I'm going to let go, and I'm going to bring my hand across and let it come all the way across that cow's head. So when I come here, I'll be swinging, and I'm going to let it go and come across that cow's head. Now this time I didn't worry about pulling my slack, so I didn't pull it tight, but I just kind of threw it, let it go across the cow's head to make sure I caught it. And when you catch your slack, your hand's like this when you let go. You're going to bring your hand straight down, and you're going to catch it like that, and then pull it straight back. So when I'm roping a cow out in the trees, if I have a big loop so I can get some momentum, I'm swinging it fast, and I throw it over. If I don't pull my slack, that cow's just going to run right through the loop. I'm going to end up with roping around the belly, roping the leg, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to pull my slack, and then I'll move on to my dally, which is where I wrap the rope around the saddle horn on my saddle. So here, I throw the rope, I pull my slack. If we have a cow, let's say for example this cow doesn't have horns, we call that a muley. And so when I'm going to rope a muley, I'm going to tilt my rope a little bit on an angle. Now I still want to be able to try and look through my loop every time I swing it, But I'm just gonna tilt it on a little bit of an angle, so that way I don't just rope its ears. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna throw the rope over its full head, then pull my slack. I hope you enjoyed this video.